Okay, now it's working.
Fregado. Fregado? That's where you're gonna die?
I've been to,
All over?
and,
Okay, I just want to say when this is. This is March 7, 1982.
That's a turbo.
And where are we?
Put him up
We're at my house
like this.
in Oak Brook, Illinois.
Yeah. What time of the day is it?
Put it
It's
like here.
hello,
1
sweetheart.
o'clock. I've got my man behind the
My
camera,
seat
Frank,
is
telling me
just
what
going. Okay, here it goes. Do 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 do.
You know, still, that 3 little room where it's a hospital, all the state around there, you know.
It's not there anymore, right? Oh, yeah. No, no, that
No, there was a drugstore. It's another building.
still there?
Oh yeah. You see the porch. You come from Grand Avenue. You look on the east.
Yes.
There's an eye popper far away, and the big eye popper is far away.
Yeah.
That's okay.
The eye poppers, the little poppers, not far away. The
Florida?
no, the big poppers in Florida,
Oh, the big pops.
And the bigger pop.
and the little poppers like somewhere,
That's a little pop.
huh?
It's a bigger pop or little pop?
No, he's saying that Grandpa Massessa's in Florida and you're the little papa. The little papa lives here.
In Chicago.
He says, who's the papa? You're the little papa. Is that what you call him? Little papa, Mike?
Yeah. And the big popper's a big popper. Mikey. And the big popper said, I little papa.
The bigger pop is from Florida.
Huh? You and Texas.
Mike, is there a way we can get you out of here? Huh?
Take your nose and eat it.
Okay, honey. Now, what we gotta do is,
Like, I got some C-A-N-D-Y. Dad, I'm gonna rewind it instead.
no, look at this, it's okay.
You didn't even get the date.
I got the date in and everything, we're all set.
Yeah,
Just,
we did so.
why don't you take Mike with you now? Mike, why don't you go? We wanna talk to Papa for a while, okay?
Here, look what I got, Mike. Yep, lifesaver, let's go.
Okay. Effort. Eat. Uh-oh. Just gonna put this on in here. Take no people. You watch this?
Yeah, we'll watch it for you.
We'll watch it.
You can't. I want to play the stuff.
Okay, you play with it.
Okay?
I gotta give him common camera this shit.
Okay.
I eat the others get the.
How old are you now?
Well, everything go pretty good. I'll be 84.
Where were you born?
I born in a nice little city, not far from Rome. It's a city about 45,000 people.
What's the name of it?
The name of the city is Minnesota.
How about your mother and father? What was your father's name?
My father's name of Giulio. He died October 20, October 20, 1912.
How did he die?
Did you,
Bronchitis.
Bronchitis?
did you memorize these dates, Dad, to get ready for today?
Everyone,
What do you,
everyone. I remember.
do you remember, or did you memorize it?
No, I
He
remember.
remembers these dates, yeah? He always remember dates.
I remember.
When did he die again? 19
October 20, 1912.
So you
It
would have
was on
been
a Sunday.
14 years old.
Yeah, I was a kid. So we have a nice store. We have a 3-4 fellow work. That time a big machinery, not like it today. Most of the people all by hand, you understand? We have a store, window.
Let me back up, because Rock and I remember where you were born, I think.
Yeah.
You know where Restituta lives? The house by the street? What's the main street there in Sarah?
Well, it's the street from
The big
El
street.
Ponte di Napoli,
Yeah.
Napoli Bridge, till the cathedral.
What's the name of the street?
Corso Volci.
Volci? And then
Volci.
the street that your shoe shop was on,
Well, it's a
what was
name,
that called?
one of the name of Via Cittadella.
Okay, Cittadella.
Cittadella.
Restituta lives on Cittadella.
No, I don't know what it.
Well,
Oh,
she
I
does,
guess
yeah,
so.
she does, okay? Down the street from her house is where you have the shoe shop.
See, we have a window. My father was we was make about 20, 25 pair of shoes a week.
I remember, I know where the shoe shop is, Rock does too, I think we went over there.
So
Is that where you lived when you were little?
across the street.
On
Across.
the other side of the street?
No, but 3-4 feet across the store. I was live. But I born on that street. This was the shop on the side. But my father and mother have a house on the corner to the river. A river, we call it Liri.
Yeah.
See? Il fiume Liri come from Abruzzi. It's a name Carigliano. When you reach far from Sora, it's the name Liri. Understand?
Yeah.
You got Italy, you got quite a few big rivers. Il Tagliamento, il Piave, il fiume Po, il Tevere, il Liri, Rapido. Rapido come from a casino. You ever heard of casino?
Yeah.
I know where Monte Casino is.
Over there, like a spring of water, lots. In other words, it form a river. It called Rapido. It goes Isola Liri. Over there they got a waterfall.
That's why they call it rapido, fast, huh?
È fast, rapido. Il fiume rapido, adesso buono nel casino, per mile, west a Renota.
But your dad, Pa, how old was he when he died? 40 what?
Oh, but I think about 45 years old.
All at once, or was he sick?
Well, that time there wasn't no medicine like today. There wasn't nothing. The doctors, you have a bronchitis, send them in a seaport. You say, you're going to take a bath over there, and you feel bad. He come home, it was the worst.
He was worse, huh?
Sure.
Too humid, huh?
Yeah. He was a little guy like me. Ambition. So,
How tall was he, Dad? Was he your size or what?
my size. And he take me with him, sell the shoes over here. We make the shoes.
Well, let me ask you something. I want to. When you were before your dad died. Well, of course, I was going to ask how many brothers and sisters you have. You wouldn't have any more after he died. How many brothers and sisters do you have, Dad?
I have one brother and 3 sisters.
No. You did.
How many,
Yeah.
how many in the family altogether? How many
Your
children?
family.
children?
Oh, I think quite a few. Now, I remember 3, 4 that died before. The last one was named Alfredo.
Died as babies, huh?
Yeah, the top one was the name of Vincenzo.
How long,
Vince.
how long did he live?
No, I don't know, because I believe I'm at the 5, 6, something like that.
Okay, so Vincenzo the first and he died, huh?
Yeah, that was a girl.
Oh, Vincenzo.
How old was Vincenzo when she died?
I don't know, because she was the first of the family.
Yes, she was already dead when he was born.
It was a dead already.
Who was
Alfredo was about 2 years old.
when he died, huh?
That has some sickness, bronchitis, ammonia, this and that.
Who was number 3, huh?
I think my brother Rocco, the one that died in the war over there.
Then after Rocco?
Oh, after Rocco come Maria Domenica, the one in the room.
Oh, yeah.
Then there come another boy, I think Vincenzo, something like that. Then there come Ernestina.
Oh, yeah.
After the Ernestina, I come. I think another one come, then come my Restituto, the one in hometown.
She's the last one, huh?
Yeah, no, it was another one, Alfredo. He died.
So how many did they have? About 8 children or so?
I think more than last time. 5, 6. The true, I don't know, I don't remember.
Yeah.
Then I work with learn and trade with my father.
Dad, Did you have lots of uncles and aunts in Surrey?
Well, all that now. So nobody no more. You know, all my relatives, that's all the uncle they got with me. From in America and Italy too. All of that.
Who are the other relatives that we have in America? Who are they?
Well, the Clavelli.
Clavelli?
The Clavelli wife is my first cousin. The mother, my mother, that was sister. And all Baldassare, they are all cousins.
Okay, so Clavelli is your mother's sister. They come from your mother's
No,
sister.
I mean Baldassare.
No, Clavelli. Let's start with
Clavelli Marie, the wife is my cousin. I mentioned Clavelli because a lot of Baldassare.
And then
So they live around over there in San Gian Bosco.
Yeah,
and
I knew,
Baldassare, and how,
I knew the Baldassares. In fact, I used to take care of one of his aunts.
I used to do.
I gave them both communion regularly. They were cousins of ours.
how did that,
They were nice people.
yeah, I know, but how did that come in? How did that figure in?
Oh,
Where did
they're relatives. They're cousins of ours.
I know that, but in what relationship? Where do they come from?
How does Baldassare come in? He was uncle of yours, wasn't he?
Well, you see, the Baldassare family, I mean, he's my first cousin.
Okay.
The mother and my mother, they were sister. Comprendo?
Yeah.
So,
Okay, now what was your mother's name, Bob?
my mother's name is Teresa. Her name, second name is Cariozzi.
How old was she when she died?
Oh, I think a little about 75 years old.
When was that?
The 1932, 33. He was about a couple years
A
old.
little boy, huh?
Yeah. We was over there, Monticello, Grand Avenue, leave. Then I got a little peach, small. It resembles something like Andrew used to do the Barbara wife,
Yeah.
She looked like her.
Luigi.
Is that right? You don't like her husband, Dad?
I don't like that guy. You know, you told me, says, you go through, in America, you was afraid about me. So, you know, you used to see my shadow, you ran 10 miles an hour.
Who, Luigi?
Yeah,
Is he afraid of you?
I says, you see my shadow, you run like the egg. Together the spirit on me, you see.
Yeah, yeah. What was it like, Pa, when you were a little boy? What did you do, you know? You made shoes every day, right?
No, not every day. Well, it was this way. 1907, they put in electricity.
There was no electricity when you were born.
No, even in this country. When I come over here, we have a gas of the light.
No radio, no electricity?
No
No
really.
TV?
They have a little talking machine. They call it a talking machine.
No airplane?
What airplane? No airplane.
No.
Airplane that come up in the First World War, a little airplane.
How about automobiles?
Mm-mm. You know, when I was
Dad, let's go back.
kids,
Oh, go ahead.
kids, my father called me 6 o'clock in the morning to go down, start to learn the shoes. And at 8 o'clock, I have to go to school, to walk at least 2.5 blocks, 3 blocks. Lunchtime, I go home, you gotta sit down on the side of the table and learn the trade. Soon my daddy walked in inside the store and ran away. So I can't find it no more. The hills, a lot of wood.
Yeah, so, okay, you worked?
So I worked even there, but then come my brother was a colony army in the 15th. So Italy declared war Austria-Hungary.
Very good, Frank.
Yeah.
Could you get his face? Go ahead, Bob.
Because Austria-Hungary they have a land that belongs to Italy, Trento, Trieste, il Veneto, capisci?
Yeah.
It's in, where is it, Venezia? Right now that's belong to al Veneto. So January 13, 1915, we have earthquake. You know, the canal, when it's coming the canal, gather.
Yeah.
Fell down, break a little bit, not too much, just a little bit.
Broke your head.
Yeah, so my brother, sister, they look all over, they can't find me. But the trouble is, I was in the center of the city. You know, whereas the cases under us to do that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the church was on the other side. And I hear one of the bell ring fall down, everything.
What are you talking about now, man?
Earthquake.
Okay, Frank, get Uncle Rock a drink, will you?
I'm okay,
Dad, I just wanna, I missed something, I wanna ask you something.
Uncle Rock, what do you want?
What is the
No,
first
that's
thing,
good.
you remember when you were a little kid? When you, what
Lots
what
of
was the
things.
youngest you remember? Like what?
I'm most a sin cake all the time.
No, the youngest thing you remember, when you were youngest.
When I fall down, I break my forehead.
That's the first thing you remember?
Look, see, it's
How-
over 70 years.
How old were you then?
No, I don't know, 2, 3 years old. I break here, I cut myself for here, still a mark. Look.
Where did you fall down, Dad? Was that one during the earthquake or
My
something?
head, no, earthquake has got nothing to do. Then,
What did you fell down, where did you fall down?
on the street, on the sidewalk.
What, running or what?
No, walk, my head was a little too big. So, yeah, the happen, you know, water started this way. Archduke, you know what it means, Archduke?
Archduke, yeah.
From Austria. He went and visited Serbia in
Yeah.
August 1914. So happened at Sarajevo,
Yeah, that's right, Yugoslavia.
in
He was
Yugoslavia.
assassinated, yeah.
Yeah, they killed. Then the next day, Francesco Giuseppe, French Jews, he declared war on La Serbia. Today is Yugoslavia, understand?
How old were you when you went into the army, Pat?
Rock, you're
Well-
moving too fast. I wanna ask him some questions.
He wants to ask some questions, okay.
When you were a little kid,
Yeah,
I know you had about 3 years of school. How many years of education did you have?
vegetation.
Education.
How much school?
No, not too much education.
How much?
I reached 4 years old school, grammar school, that's all.
Okay, how old were you when you started school?
Oh, I was 6 or 7, something like that. I
You
know.
quit when you were about 11.
Yeah,
And in the 4 years you were in school, you only went half the day.
yeah.
What time would you start in the morning?
In the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, the school.
And then you quit at 12 o'clock.
Yeah,
And then you would go back to the shop and your dad would teach you the trade.
yeah. Soon there you get in the store, take a pair of legs or something, a piece of leather, anything you need, because the weather was beautiful. And you put at the table, chair outside in the street. When there you walk in the store, they take something, we run away. You know, kids play in the street in the mountain. all
Well,
over.
in the afternoon you wouldn't work all the time then, huh?
No, soon as my daddy get in the store, I run away.
I mean,
Well-
when he came to the store?
Now, you get in the store, take something, you know what I mean? Like you,
As soon as he went, he'd be working outside with them.
Yeah.
As soon as he go to the store to negotiate any business, the kids would be out in the street by themselves, and then they take off, and they run to the hills and play.
that's all.
That was a nice place for kids to play.
All over there, no machine, you know, no nothing. I remember the weather was good, March 1st, 1 year before I go to the army. Take a bath. Never take a bath. We didn't have no water, no hot water or nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How often would you take a bath then?
Maybe once every 10 years.
Never take a bath?
And no, we don't
They
have
still
no,
don't, Jerry,
we don't have no tub. Well, you
They don't
think
take baths like we
you,
do.
you,
shower.
we have all the stuff you got in America. So it happened I come in America because I was discharged in the army.
Dad? I don't want to know about you. Getting
No?
discharged from the army, about America.
Uh,
Dad, you're going to have to do things my way.
You know, I come in America and never nobody called me.
Okay, but we want to ask you something else about Italy, Dad.
Well,
Did you have any special boyfriends or friends when you were?
all that.
I know, but who were your friends when you were in Italy?
If I tell you, you don't know. You're my age. We went on the army together.
Who were they?
So I left when I came in America. I left.
Who were
I
your
went
friends?
back-
Who were your friends in Italy, Dan?
Shoemaker, Taylor. Same age.
Did they go in the army with you?
Well, they went a different city. When I went in the army, I was Salerno.
How old were you, Pa?
Oh, I was 18, a little over 18 years old.
I want to ask a little bit more about Italy, right?
Go ahead.
When you were living in Sora, Dad, now you stayed in Sora till you went in the army, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you went in the army, how old were you?
How old I was?
Yes.
A little over 18.
Okay. Before that, did you ever travel outside of Sora?
No. I've been in a casino. It's a little town named Santalia Fiume Rapido. It's I have a little town. They were not far from a casino. And there was in the Congo, cousin, cousin,
So the only place you went to was Monte Casino and Santa
Pompeii,
Ilia?
Pompeii,
How do you, Pa?
a little sanctuary.
You go to
San
Pompeii
Gerard.
near Naples?
Yeah. My mother took me over there.
For what?
Well, they think, I don't know, take me there. Go to sanctuary named San Gerardo.
That's because you couldn't walk very good.
And yeah, not too much. Now walk for
Dad
it.
was a cripple when he broke mine.
Most of cripple. That's why I fall down, I broke my head, everything.
What happened to your, well, I heard this story, Dad. I don't know if I'm going to believe all these stories, okay, Pop? But tell us about that time when you were, I remember this, when you used to tell us this stuff, showing little kids about
Come
being
on,
crippled.
come on. Come, what is?
Tell me the story about when you were crippled like a little kid. Come on.
My mother took me in the sanctuary, San Gerard.
You couldn't walk, right?
Not too much. That's why I broke my forehead. I don't want to sit too much. So they make a circle, chairs. I start
To walk.
no, you know what is
To move.
Around. I know the word.
Crawl?
So, crawl. You know, reach a little belly.
Oh, to
How
lift.
old were you then, Dad?
I'm a couple years old. So I start to walk. My head was a little too big. I fall down. I break here. Cecilia mark.
How long were you crippled, Pa?
Not a couple of years, 2, 3 years, 4 years. I don't know. I don't remember.
But you know
Then I
something,
start
Dad?
to run.
All my kids all my kids got troubles with their legs, and they all got problems with their bones. But I mean, the doctor's fixing it up. I bet you it all comes from
No,
your
I got a stronger leg.
No, Dad, because orthopedic problems, right?
No vein, no nothing.
Okay,
Plain.
let's finish the rest of the story, but I just thought of that.
So,
Tell me the rest of the story, Pop.
what's that?
About when you were
So, you know
St.
what's
Gerard.
happened? You know what's happened? My mother bring me in a sanctuary. She believe we can send to this, send that, that make you feel good. So there's a little town in Abruzzo named Scanese.
Yeah.
So they went, from Abruzzo go to this sanctuary. I was inside the church. They grabbed me. They threw me away on the altar, top altar. He called the saint, Gelado, you know what I mean, the yellow face, TB, you know, good. So Mama strelava, scream, hey, you killed my boy. They threw me, it's not crazy.
And they threw you in the sanctuary?
Yeah, on the top of the altar.
Uh-huh.
So I know him, Papa died.
No, wait, hold it, Dad. Let's finish the rest of the story. So they threw you in the sanctuary, and what happened after that?
Man, take me back. Oh, sorry, one time.
And you started walking?
No. I don't remember all of this. Too much to remember. Then when the earthquake.
Give me a pill, make this guy sit a little better, right?
Oh, Mama, me.
No, but what happened about the sanctuary and starting to walk, Dad?
My mother, grandpa taking me back. Comprehend?
But what happened after that, Dad?
Hey, I don't know. Happen to go over here, go over there. They spoil me. Everybody, hey, little
They made
Gerard.
a little fuss over you.
Little Gerardino, little Gerard, they call me Gerardino. If your mother hear this talk,
Fine. What, Dad?
ooh, he think he's smart.
Keep talking, that's all right.
Say whatever you want to say, Dad. Excuse me.
So when the earthquake, after the earthquake, they
Right,
call me
just
the
ask me
army.
some questions, huh?
Yeah.
Good boy.
It's 65 years ago.
Okay, Dad. But what did you do now? You went out to some towns that, Frank, get that in focus, huh?
That's good.
Okay, you get some, you went out to some towns. That's the only time you ever left,
That's all,
near
that's
Sarah?
not plan, no. The first time I went far away, I've been in Naples, Rome. The first time I went far away, went to Salerno, about 150 miles, 200 miles from my home.
Would you go to Salerno?
The army.
But you never went to the beach or anything like that near Rome?
No, no beach, no milk, no nothing. What milk? I never seen milk.
What did you eat when you were a little boy, Pa? What kind of food?
Same thing like if I was a big boy, pasta fazool, sometimes a little panettone, you know.
Not much meat, huh?
No.
What's panettone,
No.
Dad?
So like a Easter bread, high, you know.
A sweet bread.
Sweet bread.
How about milk? No milk.
No
No candy, no chocolate.
No chocolate, no egg, no salad, all of that stuff.
No, huh? You were too poor.
No.
So if your mother put pasta on the table, that was good.
Oh, that's all.
How about vino?
Vino. I drink wine because I have an uncle. He have quite a few dollars. That's the one that give money to come to America.
Yeah, he gave you $35, huh?
No, more than, no, a couple $100. But 2,000 liras. I paid a little over $200 something. I paid my sister gave me the board, you know. I paid the bills and that time $25 a month.
Pa, when you went into the army, how many men were there in your group? You know, what were you, in a company or what?
Well, call them a platoon. It's 12 men. The company depend. When I was in the front, we was lots, call them a brigade, regiment.
How many in your brigade, Pa?
I think a couple of thousand.
How many lived out of that, you know?
Oh, when after the corporate to this and that, the money they got to me prisoner, we was 28 altogether.
Out of 2,000, huh?
Yeah, all that. Oh, I can even open eyes.
Dad,
Full of mud.
before we go there, I was just wondering.
Yeah, mud.
Rock moves a lot faster than I do, Dad. I want to back you up a little bit, okay? I want to ask you some questions. Okay?
What?
When you were living back in Sora, was Tulio your old friend? Tulio.
Oh yeah, we know.
When did you start hanging around with Tulio?
No, I know we never stayed long when he come back from the army. He was right
No,
police.
Dad, that's not what I was asking you.
I know.
When did you knew Tulio all your life?
Oh yeah, we go to. He was 1 year, 20 months older than me.
And you guys,
So he went before me. They put in a royal police, you know, carabinieri.
yes,
He was carabinieri.
Yeah.
When I went, they put him in infantry.
Yeah.
Capisci? So yeah.
but before you left Italy, Dad, Maria was married, wasn't she?
She married after a few months, years, something like that.
Was
The
that
husband had died in Rome. He have a job in the government, you see. That's
Yeah.
why she was in Rome.
But did she get married before you left Italy? You left Italy?
No, after.
Oh, okay. So when you left, when you were 18, everybody was still at home.
No, when I come in America, I wasn't married 18 years old.
No, but what, okay. When you left to go to the army, you were 18. Okay.
Yeah.
Then, was everybody still at home?
Stay home.
Was everybody still
Yeah,
at home?
Rocco was gone. Rocco was in the army, wasn't
Rock, yeah, he had with Julia.
he? They had a daughter, Julia.
Yeah.
She lives in Chicago.
No. For arrest, forced arrest or something. No. I don't, soon I remember the time I tell you. She's not living in Chicago.
No, oh no, I mean she lives in the Chicago area, Julia.
Yeah, oh,
She's
yeah.
your niece. You've met her.
Delgaitis.
Yeah, that's your niece.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the first one in the family. First was a boy, then he died.
Whose child was that? You said there was a boy.
Yeah.
That was a grandchild.
The Julia, I have a brother before she born. Was the name of Julio. My father's name is Julio.
Okay, let me ask you about Rocco. What did he look like? Was he little?
Oh,
Rocco.
oh, he was a rocky height, but he was a beauty. Then with the guy, he was a beauty. Berto Valentino, you know, the one on the picture, the one he died.
Like David. Like little David.
Like Macarucci, beautiful, David, beautiful. The same day he died, I received a letter from him. I was about a mile and a half from him.
On the front?
On the front. It was in August 19 when he died.
What
He
year?
told me, oh, everything in the war. You don't say ne caro fratello, no nothing. Dear brother, nothing. Don't put your face in the fax or don't do this, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. He told me everything. So he died. He was killed by artillery
Grenade, huh?
grenade.
Dad, when you went in the army, you went to Salerno.
Yeah.
Is that where you were trained?
Trained 2 months, not even 2 months. The first May, you know, the first week of May, we cut Italy. We go right straight to the
Venezia?
yeah, well, we crossed all the Adriatic Sea, we go in at the front. So,
The,
first time,
now you were trained for 2 months.
not even 2 months.
Where was that training in?
Eboli, Battipaglia, Campagna,
Where's that?
Run of Salerno, you know, little town. He sent the statement, you know, a few over here, a few over there. So I got together, they said to bring us in the front.
Was the army camp where they trained you very big?
No, we don't have no camp.
What you
Just
have?
to give a rifle, not too much train. They don't care. So,
So they sent you across the Adriatic. You
we
must.
cross.
Along the Adriatic coast. And then up to Venice.
Oh, okay. In
The
Italy.
Italians were fighting Austria up there.
Yeah. And then you went up to what battle did you? What battle did you first get into?
Benzizza. In August month, in the Benzizza, you can name the mother. You know, Lison's across this way, Benzizza, go all the way up,
Well,
and they fled.
all right.
On the other side, you see Trieste. So we went to the battle over there. The enemy start prepare someplace else. The German help Austria-Hungary, and they crush us in the Caporetto, where you have the run.
That was a big battle.
But so you first got up to the front in August. How long was it before you were captured?
3 months. 3 months before I was captured October 27, 1917, yeah.
Where was that then?
Caporetto, La Rivirata, you
Is that
know.
where they got you, Caporetto?
Yeah, when we have the run like a heck.
Oh, so you had 28 out of 20, 2,000 dead, huh?
Oh,
Or 28 out of 2,000.
you see that the valley, German, we was to make cook chestnuts, you know chestnuts?
Yeah.
Lots of
Castagna.
bigger for castagna, for the bigger forest.
Yeah.
So we have all the helmet, mask, everything piled. All at once you see the forest and the fire. So everybody ran away. German are coming, German are coming. You know, when the German is. And we started to run. I ran for 3 days and 3 nights. The last night when the 26th and the night was close to Cividale, the fortress, the fort. And we went up there, like this. He had put my rifle in a hole. Every once in a while I shot, but it wasn't all the way, you know what I mean? By 8 o'clock in the morning, German have a machine gun in the back. E he's talking Italian. He said, "Date prigioniero altrimenti t'ammazzo." Bingo. I draw gun, everything, raise my hands, good comrade, via. Then walk.
Before we get to that part, okay? So we know you got captured. That was near Caporetto, wasn't it?
Yeah,
the forest someplace near...
Caporetto, that's the name of the
Very famous battle, Gerard.
Yeah, I know the battle.
yeah.
That's up near there around Trieste, not far from there, is it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Trieste,
but 100 miles, something.
Right.
A similar region, il Veneto, sì, perché c'è Trieste, il Trentino, la via del Carso, Belluno, la Venezia Giulia. It's a large thing.
But when they,
They're
you remember getting shelled by the artillery and all that?
That's my brother was killed.
In
By
the artillery?
artillery.
How far away was he then?
I told you, but couple of miles, I don't think it's a couple of miles. So, oh, brother.
When
So I went,
was the last time you saw your brother before then?
was on January 1917.
What was that?
He came for furlough. And yeah, I have to go to examination, you know, for the army.
When did you go in the army? What was the date?
My brother,
You, no you.
oh, I went in the March 1917, March 3rd, 1917. And when they give me 8 days, March 9, 1917, after the go Salerno and the army, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when you were in that battle, you lost your sense of smell. You don't smell anymore.
Well, I tell you the truth. If I lost over there, if I lost when I was a kid,
You don't know.
I don't know nothing now, you know. Then you
You forget those things.
forget a lot of things. So I was in the charge in the army.
No, Dad, we're not gone that far yet.
Yeah, but did you, were you under, did you lay under a dead man for a couple of days or something like that to cover yourself?
I don't think so. Maybe yeah, maybe not too close.
Okay. Now, when you went from, after they captured you and they took you up to Germany, where did they take you in Germany?
Well, the first one they take from a cabaret to run over there, we have to walk in the field, not in the road, because the road there was busy. Understand? Yeah. I went to Königsbruck, in Baviera. You know Munich, Baviera?
Yeah.
So over there was the center, everybody, you gotta go over there. One day I was a walk, one day I was a walk, we split the bread, we have a loaf of bread, run, for eight person, it was a loaf of bread. So we count, we put it in a scale, even the crumbs, hungry, woo, but we should have million.
How long did it take you to walk from,
Pretty good, pretty
from the
good.
place you were captured to Königsberg?
I don't know, it's 7, 8 days. I don't
7 or 8 days?
Yeah, then we stop.
They didn't give you any food, huh? Where did you get the food? From the field?
Find a carrots or something. Send her far away. Of them, Königsbruck, in Baviera. I see they give us something in the kitchen. I got it back over here. I said, oh my gosh, it's a lot of macaroni by hand to make me. noodles. When I see it was a sauerkraut.
Oh, yeah. How long were you in the, okay, it took you about a week or more to walk through the fields to get the candy?
Then we take a train, no bus. Train, you know, the commercial train, you know, where you put stuff inside.
Okay.
And it took us 10 minutes in Saxon. The 10 minutes I find a lot of Russia, almost 500,000 Russia. See, that time was a revolution in Russia. In other words, the communists killed the Tsar,
Yeah.
and the plot, it was among between inside the family.
Yeah, Rasputin, yeah.
Yeah, so the monk put all of the Tsar family on a fire. They kill them, understand?
Yeah, I remember seeing moving pictures about that.
So there was the Kaiser, the Tsar of Russia, and the King of Gerard in England, and there was a three cousins. One is jealous and more than the other one. ¿Ha capito?
Yeah, yeah, thank you.
So I spent the 15 months, 10 minutes, they bring me a little city named Freiburg, and a foundry.
I remember Freiburg, yeah.
So in the foundry, over there I can do nothing, I can't work, I was weak, hungry, louse, bigger louse, more you kill, more you come out. And the place I was sleeping, we was 33 Italian, 33 English, 33 Russia, Russia, 33 Belgium, 33 French, all 30, I don't know why, I can't understand. So, the guard, we have the guard, you know, the watch us. He said to me, "Arbeit in a fabric," means you go to work. He put to me fix boots. At the job, one French fellow had that job. You know, like the guard, you know, the chief of guard, you know, like the French man, not because it was a spacone, you know.
Yeah.
It might be have a son my age, you know, he was about 50 years old. So in the morning, this French, he got jealous because he put to me fix the boots. See, French is you can trust, you know what they do? In America, they fight with fists. The Italian take a knife. The French hit you with the head.
Yeah, the French use their heads, yeah.
With the head. So he come to me, he want to hit me with the head and the stomach. I know because it was a paisan of mine. We met him on a Königsbruck in Baviera. So I turned it back. I grabbed a knife, a Schumacher knife. Oh, you see this French. Buon Italien. We deve sessuare mancelle macaroni, buona persua per essere la ne marcia da sare da mappa. I want to kill you. I don't kill nobody. So we come friend. When the armistice day, I was in a station, a Freiburg, to go back in the bigger camp. Then in Germany started the revolution. The soldier have a ribbon, red one. It was inside the station, they come out, trying to come in. This office, they don't want to give up. They take them and gun away over to they slap them. They grabbed me, they threw me, Frida. I told my dancing, it's just crazy. It was all drink crazy. No more war, no more, you know, in German away. And we know there was the Italian fellow. There's a road at the track, and this fellow must have been for years in Germany. When the war, you can explain in the sing. You sing in Italian, you can explain in Germanese, it is in the retreat. French advance, Italy wins the war. Italy wins the war 1 week before the Allies.
Oh, really?
Defeat Austria-Hungary, yeah.
Italy defeated the Austrian Empire.
Yeah, Austria-Hungary. So, after the 3 months, no, November, first of the year, 1919, we left. I will never forget the day. The 5 o'clock and 27 a minute. We crossed Berlin. Crossed Berlin, and we come back from Alsace-Lorraine.
Now, how did you come back to Italy?
From Alsace-Lorraine, you know, the Alsace-Lorraine, French, and the other side of the Modena, Bordonic. So they take us to Tuscany. See? Tuscany, they interrogated this and that, give me 50 liras. I went back home. I reached home from the 1st of January. I reached home February 2nd.
So how much longer was that? A year?
You know, February 2nd, but the 1 month late. Taking me 1 month, over a month to come back another.
From Germany. It took you a month to get back to
Oh. So
Yeah, now you're talking about when you came back, it was 1919.
1919, yeah.
So from the time of the armistice in November of 1918, what did you do? Why didn't they send you home sooner?
But now, see, when the war was over, Wilson was a president at the time. And that make the chart 14 point. We was a free citizen. If I want to run away, we have to cross all Germany. You have to wait 3 months. Because too many prisoners come back 1 year, come back over there. Understand? So come back after to spend 2 weeks home, after to go back to Salerno.
Yeah, but now, when you were in Germany what did you say? When did you start to come back to Italy? Was that January or June?
No, January.
Okay.
So you got back in February. You got back to Italy.
Yeah.
You waited 2 months in Germany before you started coming back?
Yeah.
Okay. In the 2 months in Germany before you started coming back, where did you live? What did you do?
In the same place, in the barrack. Wait when they come in Italian's office and take them back, you see.
Who fed you?
Who feed us?
Yeah.
Germany.
What did they feed?
No, wait a minute. When the war is over in America, he sent so much food in the prisoner camp. I never see the ham. The first time I eat the ham, when America sent them over there. Yeah?
Well, when you were in Germany before the armistice, what kind of food did they feed you? What did the Germans feed you?
Potatoes, little potatoes, sauerkraut, little piece of bread. Some packet come from Italy, from my mother.
What did she
People
send you?
get skinny.
What did she send you then?
Bread, it's all a move. Something, a little flour, little salsina, dry salsina, make a little bit and keep it going.
Yeah.
So I am back regiment.
So
When
when
I
you,
come back in the regiment,
before you get over there, Dan, so then in the 2 months from armistice to January,
wait,
you sit and wait and you may eat American food.
yeah, so,
Okay. And then in January, you start coming home.
yeah.
Where did you go for that month?
When I come in Italy, in Tuscany. Tuscany, it was the center, all the prisoners come back. You have to go over there, they interrogate you. They thought you was some double cross or something stupid, spy, something. They find you innocent, give me 50 lira and went back home.
When you got home and you saw your mother, what was the reaction?
Ooh.
She cried?
My sister, especially the one in the Sora, down the road, he hold me like that, so like when I come back, went back in Italy. He hold me, hug me, kiss me, everything. So I went back in the regiment, in the middle of 2 weeks late, and the morning, the alarm, we have to go down with the rifle, bayonet.
Where was this at? Where was the regiment at?
So Salerno, have to go back in Salerno, original when I start. So they put us in the train, via, cross all Italy, went in Calabria, Messina Strait, and we went to Siracusa. Stayed 2 months in Siracusa, no, 2 weeks. They bring us in Africa. I landed a little town, Marsa Susa.
Oh, you were in Africa for a year then, huh?
No, not more. No, about 10 months, something.
Why were you sent to Africa?
I don't know.
Was it punishment?
Maybe yeah, maybe not. Then I went on the road, they sent me on the road. The first of the year in 1920, I got into charge.
When you were in Africa, what was Africa like when you were there? You were in a fort, what?
Oh boy, it was
Hot?
hot, nothing, no water to drink,
Yeah,
no bread. We take a bath when it's no rain.
Would you have water, about a quart of water a day?
Well, yeah, gibbets. They bring with the gibbets, you know, the leather, like not bodies, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, yeah, a valise bag.
Yeah.
So you have water in a big sack,
That's it.
and you had a
They
quart
said
of water
that
a
they
day.
come and drink every 6 a day. Take my water out and drink again.
Yeah. How many soldiers were in your fort?
Well, I don't know, so many.
500?
Live back, you know, so many years.
What was the name of the fort?
Zaviabeta.
Were you in the
El
middle?
Fort was the name of Zaviabeta.
Were you out in the desert?
Well, you know, like a fort, you've seen it sometime
You have the pictures, huh?
in a picture of the house. I was in the guard outside. It's a hyena one night that passed by. Hyena.
Yeah.
Oh, he eat the soldier, you know, dead people like anything.
Why would there be dead people there?
It's a hyena, I don't know, it's the way he is.
No. Why were there dead people? Were you shooting people?
No, happened. One Arab, he died outside of the fort, see? So in the morning, they take him, they bury him someplace around over there, they put a stone.
On top of them.
Yeah, on the top,
protect
got no casket, no nothing.
But the hyena got through the stone and ate him.
I was a shoemaker in the company. I don't do nothing with shoemaker. Therefore they're gonna guard every, one night yeah, one night no. You understand? So that night was early in the morning. Like a little,
Like a dog.
little car, with some other one.
Like a small cow, huh?
Yeah, small, you know.
Yeah.
Boy, he run. Ooh. Quello siciliano faceva Facchini, loro, la era, mettono in posizione di sparare, stupido. You know what I mean? Position to shoot.
Were there many battles going on?
In Africa, no.
No battles?
No,
You
they
had to
fire
shoot
far
anybody?
away. They fire, see the Barakan, you know there is a Barakan? The white sheet. And the sand was white.
At night, yeah.
Far away, they come and shoot far away.
You couldn't see.
No.
Did they kill soldiers?
Not so much since I was myself, I don't think so. Bedouini,
Bedouins, yeah.
Bedouin cattivi, sono cattivi loro.
Yeah, Arabs are tough people, yeah.
Very bad.
Now, after
So I went home.
Did you ever kill anybody yet?
Huh?
Do you think you ever killed anybody?
Me even a fly don't kill.
No,
I never
maybe
want-
with a battle. Maybe in those battles in Austria you killed
I put a rifle, I push it, grill, like this, but I don't know if I kill anybody, and I don't think so. I never have a guts to kill him, even a fly. So I went home. Can't find no job. I can't change military pants. I don't have no money, nothing.
how long were you home, huh?
Now you got home when? What was the date you got home?
January 2nd and 3rd I was home.
1920 or 21?
20. No money. nothing.
How long were you home, Pa?
In July, I was in America, about 5-6 months.
I mean, when you were home, what did you do? You couldn't find a job?
No.
You only had one suit, huh? One pair of pants?
Pair of pants, I don't have a pair of pants, that's all.
One shirt, maybe? Una camisa?
Yeah, maybe. They put a mother of mine and tried the best that she can, you know what I mean?
But you didn't have any clothes?
No. So I have hunger, you have a few dollars. He give her the money to come in this country.
Okay, now, before, so you came back in 1920 to,
3 days later, not January 1st. No, January 1st I went home. Yeah.
that's when you were back in Sark.
Yeah.
When did you finally leave for America? What was the year?
When I come in America?
Yeah.
1920.
When in 1920?
In July 1920.
So you stayed home for 6 months?
Yeah.
Okay,
The
now,
5 months.
okay,
See, but the boat to take 14 days to come here.
okay. But before we go there, Dad, the only other people that come over was Julio and Ernestine, okay?
Yeah.
Tulio.
Tulio and Ernestine, okay?
You came together?
Did you come over with Z Ernestine?
Yeah.
All together?
Yeah.
Okay.
What did your mother say when you were going to go?
She cried. I remember on the corner at the railroad station, see the tears. Well, see Ernestina, she got married, see?
But by then, Rocco was already dead.
Oh, yeah.
But Ernestine, she didn't get married again, did she?
Oh.
Z Ern-
No.
Ernestine married Uncle
Oh,
Tulio.
I'm getting mixed up.
That's right, yeah.
Now I'm getting that. Who was?
Rocco married Armenia
Armenia. Okay. Ernestine, Tulio,
and Uncle Jim.
and you came together. Okay. At that time, were Ernestine and Tulio, were they married? They were already married?
Yeah.
Okay. What about Rocky's wife,
Armenia.
Armenia?
Oh, she was over in Chicago too.
The
When
one
did
when
she
she
come?
come?
When did she come?
Oh, she come about 5-6 years late. They
Later.
have a brother, sisters over here, you know.
So you came here, and you came over here with Ernestine and Tulio.
Yeah, we got together.
Okay. And
So
then you
we
were just at the railroad station. That's the last time you ever saw your mother, huh?
Yeah, that's all.
What did she say when you said you were going to leave to?
Well, she convinced I can't get a job, I can't do nothing. So a lot of surrounding in Chicago, come in 1910, 8. Some of them have a factory. I launched Sora. Sora Loan. They have a
Sora
big
Loan,
factory, furniture factory.
What was the name of that?
I launched a furniture factory. They have a factory run wood to Grand Avenue, run over there.
I've seen
All of
Sora.
that.
I've seen Sora loans.
Yeah. They
On
got
Harlem Avenue.
Magdalene State, Indiana, south of Chicago.
So, when did you decide that you were going to come to America? You left in about June.
Well,
When
I
did you
decided because
No, when? When was
I
that?
7 years, a couple of months before I come here.
And then your uncle gave you money.
Yeah,
What uncle was that?
my father brother, Jim, Vince, he don't have no children. So he wasn't a French for years. So I come back, he had to quite a few dollars. Oh, the first thing we pay the debts in Italy. So,
What first thing? When? You mean when you came back to America, you sent the money back?
soon first we pay I pay, see. Then they give me the board. Understand?
How much was the board?
$25 a month.
Oh, I mean Tulio.
Yeah.
No, I mean back up. How much did it cost to cross the ocean on the boat?
Well, I tell you the truth. He gave me 2,000 lire. We reached Chicago, we had 500 lire left. So Uncle Tulio, he says, Gerard. My name is Gerardo. In Italian they call it Gerard. So I like to send this. The mother was more poor and not so healthy. I don't want to talk about your mother later.
That's all
So
right.
say, go ahead. I say, go ahead.
Don't worry about,
You know what I mean? Go ahead. So I paid the debts. It gave me the board. $25 a month. So I stitch a ball by hand.
before we got to that, I want to ask you something. Where did you get on the boat? Was that in Rome? Not in Rome. Genoa. Naples? Naples?
Napoli.
What kind of boat did you get on?
It was a little one. It's English.
Did it have sails on it? Did it have...
It's was a name Italia. It took 14 days.
Steamboat. Steamboat.
Was it steamboat then?
Yeah, Italia, yeah.
Did you sleep? Did you go first class?
Oh, for way we don't have enough first and no second and no nothing. I sleep on the floor, all over. You know, in the morning, they give the food. Give me a bigger pan. Inside, for 6 people. The other 5, my partner, they was sick all the time. I go to the front of the boat, you know what, they put a flag, I put one leg on the side, one leg on the other side. I put all of that food in front of me, I eat.
What did you eat? What did you eat?
What they give it to me, beef stew, macaron, anything. You know, the windy, it was the July months. Oh, nice breeze.
I crossed the ocean, Dad, a couple times. Not too much fun. And a boat.
No, I crossed 2 times too. I went in Africa.
But the Atlantic Ocean is not too much fun to go in a little boat. How many people on the boat, Dad?
My boat was a small boat.
So, you had some other friends on the boat, I think.
There's a lot of, you don't know them anyway.
Well, I remember one, Rock. Who was it? Serafini.
What, Serafini come with you, Ben?
No. Serafina, I remember Serafina when he was a little kid.
Where is he from? Suriname?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't his parents killed in the earthquake, Ben?
His father, he was a teller. He got killed inside the drugstore. He went to drug measure, you know. He got to make a suit for that fellow, pharmacist. They found with, you know,
The tape in his hands?
yeah. So I remember Serafina, that one of the milk country that time, they don't, when you're small, they don't put a pencil like your son. He put a dress.
Why dress,
No
Dad?
plumes, nothing.
Why the dress, Dad?
That's the way the style was at that time. I remember Serafina.
Maybe it was easy to change the como se llama from their pants.
It'll be on the floor, and, everything on the floor.
Let me ask you something. I want to ask you something about the earthquake, Dad. How long did it last, the earthquake?
Well, it depends. Yes, it lasts 3-4 minutes. It destroy everything.
Well, did this last 3 or 4 minutes?
Come from on the ground, and a windy, you know, free to shake. You see the building do like this.
Yeah.
And that is
When was that? When was the earthquake, Dad?
January 13, 1915.
How many people died in the earthquake, do you know?
Oh, quite a 500-600.
In Sura?
Yeah. It was a city in Abruzzi, named Madezzani. It killed them all, almost more. About 20,000 people, it killed a lot.
So, Dad, when you got to America, you came to New York, I guess, huh?
Hey, I went to New York.
How long did you stay in New York?
One day, you gotta stay one day, visit this and that.
You didn't visit. You came to Ellis Island, don't you?
Ali.
Ellis Island.
Yeah, I went over there. Stayed for a few hours and then I went, take a train and come to Chicago.
Where did you move? To Grand Avenue in Morgan?
Now first it was Loomis in Arizona.
What was the neighborhood like down there?
Naples?
The neighborhood.
Oh, that time was beautiful. So, you know, you reach out of Pulaski, you was out of the city.
Yeah.
We was to go Narragansett Grand Avenue for picnic.
I remember going to Narragansett when I was a little boy.
Yeah.
There's a corner garden over there.
Oh, yeah, 2 stays ago.
Yeah.
So you went over to Loomis.
Harrison.
Loomis and Arizona.
You're living with Ernestine
And I lived with them with 8 to 9 years.
until what, about 1929?
Till I had 28, married 28.
Okay, so 1928,
Then we
The-
moved, we went to Morgan and Grand Avenue.
but
Was that
Julio and Frank,
Washington School.
Yeah, I remember that school. That's the Como Inn used to be around there.
1 block east.
That's where the old, that's where the Ohio Street
Yeah, it's all
expressway is. Yeah,
the old Little Italy.
Santa Maria, by Como Inn, yeah.
yeah, that's all downtown, Gerard.
Yeah.
That's all the expressway.
That they're down about Canada, Kennedy's driveway.
Now, where did you meet Mama?
Oh, Mama mia.
Where did you meet her?
Before you got there, Rock, what did you do for 8 or 9 years in Chicago?
Fool around.
Go on with the boyfriend.
Did you ever go out with girls, Dad?
Huh?
Did you ever go out with girls? No. Was Mama the first girl you ever went out with?
First time.
Never your whole life?
I never even go out with your mother.
He
Okay.
never went out with her, Gerard, because he was chaperone. He never went out with her. Nothing. How did you meet her, Pa? What happened?
Well,
Dad, I want you to know you got a real winner there.
please. Don't make me mistake at the one. Diventa guerra.
What happened, Pa?
Frank,
Uh,
Frank, please focus on Jeff.
First of the year 1927.
Okay.
No, 22 years. 28, 27.
What happened?
I mean, I saw that
Not a plumber's in a carload.
some friend house.
You saw it on Taylor Street?
Yeah.
Dad,
Because I have a lot of friends at Taylor Street.
Dad,
Yeah.
was it love at first sight?
Oh, yeah, I was crazy.
She was a beautiful girl, though, wasn't she?
Oh, yeah. Hey, even now. No lipstick, no powder, no nothing. You know? I saw she made a good macaroni.
She made good pasta?
Oh, yeah, you know that. That
Was she sweet, Dad? Was she a nice girl? Sweet?
Well, I tell you the truth, a woman, before he got married, they got a little tongue.
Yeah.
After they married, he got a bigger like this.
Do you think that's true,
Everyone.
Dad?
Huh?
Do you think that's true?
True. I signed for that.
You think all women are like that, Dad?
Yeah, basically, you want to be put it on. We'll do it.
Cut it off, Frank.
You said you met Mama on Taylor Street.
Where was she living on Taylor Street at the time?
Huh?
Where was she living on Taylor Street at the time?
With the father,
Your Uncle
and
Betty?
brother, yeah. And it was May Street, Taylor and May.
That's right
Right.
behind St. Ignatius, Gerard.
Yeah.
By Holy Family in that area, Dad?
You know where Al's Beef Stand is?
Yeah.
Right down the street. I remember going there when I was a little boy.
Yeah. Who was it? We used to go to some family there, Rock. I remember some family. Who was the family that lived there?
Philomena, huh?
Oh,
I know, the ends.
oh no.
But how did you meet her? You, did
He was a paisan of mine.
Okay.
You know, I go all the time at this paisan of mine house.
On Taylor Street?
Yeah.
Very
But
good, man.
there is an hour in a car, street car, they go right straight. The fare was 7 cents at that time. Or 7 or 8, something like that. And Grandpa, I know Grandpa already over a couple of years, 1921, 22. He have a store, a plumber shop,
Was it on,
on the Racine, 11th Street, 11.
Oh, yeah. Because there's a place on Taylor Street right now, right next to the project. There's a restaurant in there called Gennaro's.
Yeah.
That used to be Grandpa's tinsmith shop. I remember going there when I was a little boy.
Yeah.
Is it Gerard track?
Yeah. In fact, I went in there once, Gerard, with Della, one of our anniversaries, and I got talking to the guy afterwards. I said, you know, can I talk to you? The fellow at the bar. He says, sure. He says, I remember this place as being my grandfather's tinsmith shop. He says, sure, I remember Frank working in here. And I said, well, he went back to Italy, he died there and so forth. And we had some conversation. But they bought the place and turned it into a very good little Italian restaurant. But go on. So you met Grandpa.
So,
You knew Grandpa in about 1922.
well, now I'm going to say 22 or 23, you know, I
Yeah.
know. So he went to Italy. He wants to bring back this country to our family, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I don't know, no work out maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
So happened, he bring Uncle Benny and your mother, bring over here. So, I
When was
said-
that when you first met?
So it was the first of the year,
1920?
1928.
Yeah.
So, I see nice red in the face, nice color. Hey, you cook, wash, what do you want? That's what the man will look, you know, that time. So, and in September we married,
Yeah.
So
No.
you met her when was that? What?
first of the year,
January of 1928.
28th, yeah.
And you got married in September.
September 9, 1928. But by church.
Pa, before, what about your courtship when you went out with her?
Nah, I never go out.
What did you do? Just sit in the room and talk to her?
Over that, looking like I was, better say that.
Hey, well, I want to just count something, Dad. You got married on what day? You got married on what day, Dad? September what?
What?
September, what was the day? 1928.
9.
And Rock was born on June 14. You played it pretty close, didn't you, Dad?
You know, he asked me quite a few times on what date I was making.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Right away, he says, he wants to know if I'm making a mistake. No, I'm a gentleman, I never do things like that.
There's nothing wrong with that, Dad.
That's right. Pa.
Well, you feel good for you, for me, no, it's all right. Yeah, still, I have the old country idea, you know what I mean?
But when you went out with, you were courting Mom, you did not, you saw her a lot of times, but you never took her out on a date or anything like that.
No.
But you always saw with other people in the house.
Not too many. Aunt Rose, La cousin, what's her name?
Rose, they lived there a long time. They lived near Flournoy and Iraq. They lived near Bishop and Lackland there.
Yeah, the photographer.
Lucille.
Yeah, Lucille.
I know
Grasso.
she did when I went in the south.
Yeah, Grasso, yeah.
Yeah, about,
She
How
was
were they related, Dad, to Mama?
cousins, huh?
God, first the mother of the girl, Lucille, and grandfather was a brother and sister.
Yeah.
Is that the only relative she had here in America?
Yeah, all that. The same heart trouble, you know.
Yeah, they all had heart
Everyone
trouble.
died in heart trouble.
Yeah. After you were married, Pa, where did you live?
Well, at first in the Grand Avenue, Austin and Grand Avenue, I always stayed at Grand Avenue.
Was that the drugstore where I was
Yeah,
born?
that's right. The house is still over there, 728. 728.
Is that where you went right away when you got married?
Yeah, $20 a month.
When you were courting Mom, what did you talk about, Dad?
She had one idea, I have another idea.
What did she have an idea?
I don't know.
What did she talk about?
We never ever talk serious, never.
What did you talk about?
I don't know, what I'm gonna remember.
What, didn't you want to find out how people feel or what they think? Didn't you ask her any questions?
No, most of those marriages were staged during those days. People, they had spokesmen.
That's all. I can't say too much no more.
So anyway, you had, you got married. Where did you have the reception, Dad?
Oh, yeah, well, in the Sangamon, there was a little hall. It cost me $35.
Sangamon and what else, Dad?
Grand Island,
There's a hall for $35?
$35.
How much it cost you for the beef sandwiches?
Beef sandwich, everything. I have a $600. With the $600, I buy Mama wearing a dress, I rent my suit to $7. That's all. Then I go to work.
You worked for many years to get that $600, is that it?
Oh yeah, you gotta struggle. I make it $35 a week.
You know, Dad, before you, let me go back a little bit. I cut you off, okay? When you first came to America, you used to make baseballs.
Yeah,
That was in 1920, I think.
20.
And where did you work on the baseballs?
Union and Randolph Street.
What was the name of the company?
Wilson Sporter is good.
Oh yeah, Wilson, sure.
How long did you work for Wilson?
Oh, for when Christmas come, they lay off.
So
Then
you worked until Christmas of 1920.
Yeah.
And then what did you do after that?
Then when I wanted to learn to be butcher, can't do.
Why not?
Because the refrigerator was so cold, all ice. That was a bigger piece of ice, they put them on the top. Then I went to work, shoe repair, Argyle Broadway.
Oh, yeah.
Take a listen out on a elevate, go down to Adams Street, change. You go Wilson Avenue, block, stop by for the Wilson Avenue. Was a friend of mine who have a repair shop. 9 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock this afternoon. 6 days a week, $30.
For the shoe repair shop.
Shoe repair shop.
How long did you work for them?
A little bit. Then,
A year, 2 years?
no, not a year, but 6, 7 months.
So that was
Then I went to Chicago Avenue, Montgomery Ward. You know Montgomery Ward?
Yeah, Montgomery
It
Ward.
was a shoe factory. The name, that doesn't come. I don't know. $20 a week.
That was 1921.
Yeah, 21.
Yeah.
Then in 1924, a friend of mine who was working floor shine. He put good word. I got a job in downtown floor shine.
You worked there in 1924.
24.
How long did you work downtown at Florsheim, Dad?
Well, I worked at floor shine for 39 years.
No, but how long did you work downtown?
20 years in downtown and 19 years in Pulaski.
Okay, so from 1924 to 1944, you worked downtown.
No,
From 1924.
1963.
Okay. And then 1963, you went over to,
No, I actually retired that time.
that's right. I'm glad you remembered. Okay, so 1963, you retired. But how long did you work downtown?
20 years.
Okay, so that's from 1924 to 1944. Okay. And then after you left downtown, about 1944, you went over to Crawford and Belmont. Sure. Is that right, Dad?
Yeah. That's all.
So, okay, now. I want to talk to you about when you got. So you got you had a reception on Sangamon,
Sangamon.
and then you got an apartment right away at Grand and.
I have already. I rent already.
Oh.
$20 a month.
Was that? Did you live there before you got married? Did you live in the apartment before you got married?
No,
So you went right over there.
the night I get married.
I remember when you got married, Dad.
Yeah,
I was there.
yeah.
I remember Mama told me that a lot of your friends come over, they made trouble that night.
Yeah, I gotta go to washroom.
Okay.
My belly hurt.
Go ahead, take your time.
La vecchiaia è una carogna.
Yeah.
Screen.
See it as fade out.
Okay.
It's on there.
So after you got married, Pa, 4 children, huh?
You're born on a Friday.
You remember when I was born?
Oh, I was over there
Where was I born, in the house or what?
in the house.
What did you have?
Midwife. At that time, I still believe in a midwife.
Uh-huh.
Cost $30.
Yeah?
Teresa born in St. Elizabeth.
St. Elizabeth? Where was
Oh,
John?
St. Anne. I think it's St. Elizabeth.
How about
10 days. 10 days in the hospital.
10 days, man?
At the time, 10 days. You know how much it cost?
Uh-uh.
$50.
$50.
Yeah, $50 that you buy home.
And then Jerry was born, huh?
Now, Jerry born at Central Park.
Oh yeah, what was that, 929? Or 728?
46. Oh, 36, something like that.
No, Dad, it was north of Chicago Avenue.
So it had to be
About
900.
900, I remember the house.
Yeah, I still remember the house. And then Frank was the last. He was born in Hamlin.
Hamlin Avenue.
Let me ask you about Rock, Dad. Where was Rock born?
Born?
Yeah, on Grand Avenue.
Grand Avenue.
Right in that place?
Yeah, Romano's Drugstore.
In the back. Romanos.
Who handled the birth? Who did you have?
Midwife.
A midwife, Jerry.
Who was she, Dad?
I don't know.
She's probably dead.
Una Toscana or something.
That's dangerous, isn't it?
Well, that's what they do. We used to do in my own country. I think after you born in a house, but it was 2-3 doctors.
No.
Yeah, all the tell you cannot stay. I see when you're born and when he's born.
What happened? Let's go back to when Rock was born.
Oh, you was full of grease.
Rock? Hairy, I bet, all right?
After they could 2 cups of milk, I think oil to clean. Not one, I think. They clean all right.
So let's see, Rock was born in 1929, June 14, and then Teresa came about
November 22.
a year later.
November.
Did Rock keep you up at night, Dad? Did he cry a lot? Or was he a peaceful baby?
Well, it was pretty good.
Was Mama happy with Rock?
Ooh, happy. She was a devil. Oh.
That's okay, Dan. What did she do? Tell us what happened.
She was happy.
Nah, she was...
She don't like girls. She like boys.
She was unhappy when Teresa was born, huh?
Was happy, but not too much. Oh. I don't want to remember that time.
When Rock was born, though, during that year and a half before Teresa came, how was everything going, Dan?
Well, eat the macaron every day. Whew, I don't know. I don't know how I survive.
Why? Survive what? What was going on?
To work too much. Understand?
So you working for Florsheim Shoe then?
Yeah.
Downtown?
Well, I used to make $35, $40.
But this place was over near Clinton, I think.
Yeah, Clinton, Union
Monroe
Street,
Near
Canal Street.
near
It's all same,
where it is now, Dad. I
In
think
Old Bohemia, it's Jerry, right around there.
oh,
Flushing.
Bohemia.
No, there's a restaurant there called Old Bohemia.
Oh, yeah.
near Union Station.
I don't know if it's still on the corner. They over there, they built all bigger buildings.
You got near St.
Sometime
Patrick.
we gotta go through over there.
Sure, near St. Patrick's Church.
Yeah.
So,
Lunch time, brother.
what?
I never bring a lunch. I used to go Madison Street, there 45 minutes. You know, the saloon, Paradise Saloon. I eat the T-bone steak for 35 cents. Yeah, Uncle Sam, help with the, I go over there in the morning breakfast. I don't eat no breakfast. I go to one of the restaurants, they too sweet to roll at that time, it was big. Cup of coffee, 1 nickel.
Did Mama give you trouble when before Teresa was born?
Give me trouble all the time.
When did she first start giving you trouble, Dad?
Well, it's always trouble.
But did you realize right away she started giving you trouble when you were after you were married?
Because she not married me because she wasn't like me something. Because one get married. Understand?
Yeah.
Well, that's
She had a boyfriend in Italy, but we met him.
Yeah. Want to tell you something, Dad? We like the boyfriend more than we like you.
Yeah, you saw?
Yeah.
He's dead now anyhow, pal.
Oh, I don't care.
You know,
He ain't got nothing to follow that guy.
I think her sister's,
She's married, yeah, married.
Yeah.
no, her sister's dead too.
Yeah. All the sisters dead.
Yeah.
That's okay. Her sister died.
Pa, you know, sweetheart, I love you, don't you?
Listen, don't let her, otherwise you got trouble, I got trouble.
We know. She's not gonna see that.
She's not gonna see this. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
And the feet come here, don't.
No, Dad, don't worry about that.
No, not me now, I'm here now. Already she started something.
You don't have to worry about it.
I don't want to.
Let's forget about her seeing
Yeah,
the
that's
case,
it.
okay? I'll ask you some other questions. So then, Rock was a little cockazot, huh?
No, Rocky was a beautiful boy all the time. Sensitive, good kids.
He never gave you trouble? Rock?
What?
Did he ever give you trouble?
I never have a trouble from you, from a Frankie, nobody. I was just simple. I know it was, see, one time, I know severe slept over here, slept over there. I don't believe that. You know, I remember one day I was inside Abadil. You know, Abadil.
Yeah, Abatella, Dad.
He's dead.
Yeah, I know that.
So it was another paisan of mine.
He's either dead or I don't see him on Chicago Avenue anymore.
You won't see him.
He was a lorry, come back from the school, I don't know.
No,
He was
let me ask you something about Abatella, Dan.
What?
Where did he come from? Where did you meet him?
Yeah, I met him over there in Chicago Avenue. Abadil is from around Asherra. Asherra is very close to Maple. This is Gerard, is the worst Sicilian.
Toronto's?
Asherra. It's a town.
So you met him on Chicago Avenue?
Around Chicago Avenue.
Okay, now, look, I don't want to get to Abatella yet, because I want to ask you some other stuff. So Rock was born, and then Teresa came in November,
Yeah,
and Teresa was born at St. Elizabeth's.
yeah.
Why did you go to St. Elizabeth's with Teresa?
For Teresa,
Yeah.
well, my Rocky godmother,
Who was that?
yeah, she's dead.
But who was that?
Listen, the three Rocky godmother, not the doctor. He talked with your mother. Your mother says, you're rather like, I said, go ahead, to do what you want. 10 days, $50.
But then so you went in the hospital, St. Elizabeth's, and Teresa was born, and Mama wasn't too happy when Teresa was born?
But she never was be happy because, see, Grandpa, that poor man, take him in America. You know, she don't want to come in America.
Yeah.
So I pay the penalty, understand?
Yeah. We know about that then.
Well, what you do is...
You know, when I was in Italy for the first time I went to Italy was about 1957. I was over there.
I remember, you asking me money.
Okay. Did I?
Yeah.
I was always fun.
Couple $100.
Did you give it to me?
I sent you in
No,
Germany.
no. You never sent me $200. I
Yeah, but
remember that.
you know,
Nah,
you
nah.
come back, you give me $20.
Ah.
You see, I say, forget.
Is that right, Dad? I did that too?
I don't know.
Come on, you ask
I
me.
don't think I did. But anyway, I went to Italy in 1957. And I went there for the first time. I was the first one to ever go back to Italy. Do you know that? I went there before anybody went back, before Julio was going to go back in 1944, but he was in Montecasino and he was in a battle there and he couldn't go.
You know where he was worth?
Montecasino.
No, Santelia. You know that this town is 1 mile, 2 miles away from a casino.
Yeah.
It's all my uncle, grandfather, they were all, he was maybe even looking for them, my relative, you know.
But see, when I went back, I was the first one to go back to Italy. I was. And when I got back, we were talking about it. I went over to see your sisters, and they said they wanted to see Julio. That was only 10 years before the war, right? You know? It seems funny that I was there in 1957. He was in 1944. He wanted to come. He sent him a letter, but he couldn't come because he got wounded. But I went over there in 1957. But when I went over there, I went to Union. So I know all about Mama and that she didn't want to come to America. We knew about that. So anyway, let's go talk about Teresa was in the hospital. Why 10 days?
Well, that's also because the hospital, they don't make good business. You know, not like it today, machinery, this and that.
Well, you were still living on Grand Avenue when Teresa was born.
No, I don't think, no. It was Central Park, pretty close to Grand Avenue. Hey, she making me move.
Why?
I don't like this place. And then we sat to the Ridgeway. The Ridgeway house.
Now, before we get to Ridgeway. So you finally got over to Central Park when you were living on Central Park when Teresa was born. Okay. Teresa was born, let's see, Rocky was born in 1929. Teresa was born in 1930.
Yeah.
Okay.
November 23rd.
Is she a pretty little girl, man?
Oh, yeah. Teresa, beautiful, all of that, quiet.
Always a nice girl.
That's why, I was just talking about Abadillo. So I was not a surrounded my paisano mine. Talk, because it was an art of the profession, a lodge, you know, ordinary son in Italy. I was belong with that lodge. Then I don't go no more. Too much aristocratic, shop full of this and that. So I don't know, Lori said something. Abadillo fronted me, fronted that guy. He gave us a lap like this, a lot. And then, I don't know, he was so mad. I don't know if it was getting longer then.
Abatello?
I go with the son. I don't like his qualcuno, tirare, ammazzare, che là.
Ori?
Already, his son.
Yeah. He's a psychologist. He's got a doctor's degree yet. I saw him.
He's in the city.
Ori?
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about his son?
Yeah, Aurelius Abatello was his son.
Ori, yeah.
His son divorced his wife recently, did it. Then his daughter, Rosemary,
Divorced.
also divorced her husband. Her husband was quite a prominent banker. What was his name?
Joe, now they call him, the period before they call him Giovacchini.
Yeah, Joseph.
Now Joe, the current.
That I'm changing my name, so.
Huh?
I'm changing my name.
Got your nose too.
Okay, let's go back to where we were.
We're talking about little Teresa. Teresa was a pretty little girl. Then after Teresa, you had Uncle Jerry, huh?
Yeah. Your mother was Uncle Jerry.
Because she wanted a boy, huh?
I want a boy. Make him happy. Yeah, maybe he changed, maybe he don't care.
So Jerry's the one who was born to make Mama happy. And he never did.
I let you down tonight.
No, I tell you the truth. I never have a trouble with you kids. I think it's a God that nobody come like her.
How about Frenchie's son?
Well, Frenchie's better luck, I don't know.
Frank was born on Hamlin Avenue, huh?
Yeah.
He was a pretty little boy, I remember him.
He's a poor, nice looking now. But Joe, not good.
Teresa, Della talked to him on the phone, he had all his teeth pulled out. Because he had gingivitis, inflammation of the gums. So they pull all his teeth out, they're making new teeth for him. What do you think about Frank, man?
He's all right. I hope he come back.
You think he will?
I hope so. So, sometimes I say, how the heck I did the 53 years?
With what then?
Stay with the devil. Yeah, I did. Well, you know what that is? It was a love of your kids. I can't leave her.
Do you think it's worth it to stay with a woman
Well,
for the kids dead?
well, who knows? Bigger country like that, what way you do it, you know? The man worked every second, every minute. Now, you don't buy the minimum, no.
But you've had, you know, like...
You've had good days too, though, with bad
Sure.
days.
Oh, yeah.
They,
Not supposed to be that way, you know what I
but
mean?
you know something, Dad, when you think about it? If you would have left us with the old lady, just us, she would have driven us all nuts.
That's what I'm talking about.
I think when you look back, she would have made us all crazy. So maybe it was worth it, Dad, for you to stay.
I have to do that.
Well, that's right, I don't know. I think maybe you don't have a choice.
No, it's just not bad.
Because if she took care of us,
She's changed a lot lately.
No, here, now,
Last 15, 20 years, she's a different lady.
interested television. No, I don't want to shut him off. I want to make the news. Okay, boss. See, I can't
do you
sleep.
know something, Dad?
Can't sleep in the bed. Hurt me everything.
What else?
Can't breathe. So I sleep on the sofa. I lie in the corner. I sit down. I fall asleep.
But Dad, she treats you good now.
No.
She's good to you now.
I know. I eat 3 meals a day.
You know why, Dad? A lot of us, she's been afraid all her life. When she was 16, or whatever it was when she left it, she's been afraid all her life. She's always terribly afraid. See? And because she's afraid, she does a lot of crazy things. See, right now when you come over to see us, she's afraid. She doesn't know what to think. She's just afraid, that's all. So,
She's all right now.
what do you think? What do you think your daughter Teresa? What is she like?
Beautiful. Kathy, nice girl too.
I didn't ask about Kathy. I asked you about your daughter Teresa.
I said beautiful.
Why is she beautiful?
Because as a father, I always think that she should be beautiful, even if I'm that lousy.
Oh, in other words, we could be lousy
I
kids.
come up to you, tell a friend no good. You don't tell me nothing because of respect. But then a man says, you shut up, you old chunk. You know, like, no, he said it's beautiful.
But Teresa always was a nice girl.
Teresa calm, sensitive, and nice.
What's the difference between Teresa and Ryan?
You know, Teresa boy and Teresa girl.
I mean, are they same personality, calm?
Almost.
Like me, I'm calm, huh?
You're different.
Well, how am I different?
Big mouth, dirty mouth. That's the way you want.
You're talking about.
How am I dirty mouth, Dad?
You know, what are you telling me the other day?
What'd I say?
I don't want to say that.
Rocky never had a dirty mouth? Oh, you'd be surprised. See, I talk honest to you, Dad. I'm the most honest one in the family. That one, Rocky, is a cajon, the way he talks, okay?
California showed with the other educated this and that.
No, Rocky, let me tell you about your son, the things he used to do. But I don't want to hurt your feelings, Dad.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah, we'll go out with the girl.
Huh?
We'll go out with the girl.
Right? Oh,
That's all right.
I'll
You
tell
know, I want to tell you something. That two things, the mother nature they make. If you know use, you're damn fool.
Oh. Now, you got some advice for my sons now, Ted? What are you going to tell us?
Your son is a beautiful kid.
No, kids, what should I tell them?
Smart. Huh?
Now, right now, Lucille doesn't want my sons to ever fool around with the girls. She wants to be a saint.
You have to tell him.
Okay, so what should we do?
I don't know. You're the father.
No, you said if they don't use that thing, they're bad, they're silly.
Oh, but then because I made for you what to use. So you did.
For me?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
About the 3 kids, where it come from?
Oh, okay, Dad. So did you, Dad. Are you any different than me?
Me? I was a diplomacy.
What do you think of Rock? Do you think that he...
Oh, what I gotta think? He's a nice gentleman boy, beautiful, educated.
Did Rock ever do anything wrong in his life?
If he did, I don't know.
No, I mean, in your mind, did he ever do anything wrong?
No. When I think you don't like, you don't do nothing about it. If
Well, what do you
you make a lot of trouble, it's not good.
Well, Rock embarrassed me.
I can't.
He was a priest,
That's nothing.
and he quit being a priest. What do you think of that?
You don't like, forget about it. You know, normally there was a 3 priests on the time. One was drunk, the priest was drunk all the time. Now listen to this. Another one, he have a parish. Another one was a professor in a seminary. Now this is Maastricht, the name of Maastricht. So I was a little feast in a little town, by name of Campoli. So 5, 6 is a little town, who name is San Vincenzo, who name is San Pancrazio. Now, there was a feast, what we will do it. The night, the bless, the priest bless, and somebody, next door, there was a cook, chicken, pork chop, everything. No, it's true. So this priest drunk, he drink like a heck. After the night, he have to talk in the sermon. Understand? So I was down in church, che te ne fai Vincenzo di Solarino? Natatan. Che te ne fa Grazio di questo solito? Che te ne fai la nostra Raffaele di Campobasso? Ma c'è Girolamo di Bosco Solito, se ne sta sciabrino di tutti quanti. Tu capisci? L'italiano si sente good.
Such a great. Screw you.
You know, Dad,
A lot of good priests, a lot of bad priests. He done a good thing, what is mine. He think continue to be priest, he gonna finish rotten a priest. You know, like, it's just a liar. Like you like to be a lawyer.
no, Dad.
A lot of you like to be a liar.
No, I want to be a priest.
But you go ahead, he still he got his suit on.
No, Rock embarrassed. No, he embarrassed the family.
Now you don't embarrass me.
You got no shame.
No. He doesn't think in order.
Well, does Rock, then I get the impression that Rock is your favorite son.
No. Nobody's a
So
favorite.
Rock is special.
No special. Then I'm a good father. See, if you got a special kids, you're no good. Because you got a lot of sympathy.
Does Rock do anything wrong?
You got a beautiful kids.
I don't think.
Everything.
Well, okay. You think they're good looking? Who's better looking?
Everyone.
His kids or my kids?
Everyone.
You're trying to tell me that those kids are as good looking as my kids?
I don't say that. You say that. If you did Teresa, your kids are good kids with me, I just say it.
Okay.
I love them as anyone.
No, I'll tell you, you never say anything bad about Rocky. He's always been your favorite kid all my life.
No, sir.
Okay, I'll ask you this. What do you think of your daughter? What do you think because she had all those kids? 9
Well, one way, time we cross it out, where are you gonna find a job?
Well, he's got a job. Dick has got a job.
Dick,
Yeah.
another 10 years, Dick is good to work anymore.
Sure, he's in good shape.
The kids, what they gonna do?
They'll get jobs. Everybody gets a job.
Yeah, where?
When you left Italy, life wasn't easy.
Well, at that time, it was more easy to find a job.
No, I don't think so. No,
I think
no,
today
no.
too, people have smaller, families.
No, I mean, now there's a lot of invention, a lot of new machinery. That time, you was everything by hand. You gotta make
Yeah,
it.
but there's jobs there. There's things to do.
I hope so.
There's things to do.
But
What
they
do you,
have,
go
they
ahead.
lay off the people every day.
What do you think of your son-in-law,
My son-in-law.
Dick Carcella? What do you think of him? Why do you say, oh, I thought you liked him.
Sometimes,
Why don't you, sometimes you don't like him.
I can do nothing.
Okay, why don't you, sometimes you don't like him, right? Well, ask a few questions. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Do I have to be the villain?
I think Daddy.
No, when people listen to this tape, they think I'm the bad guy. You know what the truth is? Rock, I'm the good guy. You're the bad guy. Because I'm the guy that talks about stuff. I'm tired of your son, Rock, being, everybody loving him and not liking me. You know something, Rock? Dad, when you die, I'm going to kill him. I want you to know that.
When I die.
Well, I'm going to get there.
I think what Daddy is saying is that he was disappointed that she moved out of Florida.
Well,
Is that what you're saying?
one away.
What do you mean?
I say one away, my daughter, just one daughter, she went away. But one away was no good, and one away is good.
How was it no good then?
Because
She's not here.
that's all.
Then why is it
She
good?
being all alone all lots of years,
Pretty simple thing.
No, I don't care. Still you gotta talk. Hey, don't put it this way. We talk a lot, so your mother.
No, don't worry, she won't say it. Yeah, well, how do you feel about Teresa?
By what?
How do you feel about Teresa?
It's all right.
You like her?
I like the kids very.
Yeah, she's a wonderful family, man.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm afraid that they don't make any final jobs,
Yeah, they'll be all right. I think you're just a little bit, nervous, a little bit afraid, but they'll be all right.
Two, three kids, that's enough.
Yeah.
That's all.
He's got to go. Dick's got to go someplace where he can take care of his family.
Yeah, and after the flood, there's a lot of trouble now.
Yeah, but there's
You
trouble
hear
there.
about
There's
that?
trouble everywhere.
I think what you're just saying is that you'd like to see him close, to see him.
Yeah, if it wasn't maybe like a TV, once in a while you see. I see this guy every day.
Who?
Your brother.
Uh-huh.
Well, you give me trouble there. You never say anything about Rocco. I gotta say something about him.
Rock, if you don't see, you call. Do something. You know how long I don't see you?
What?
Since Christmas.
I'll tell you something, Dad. You pester me. You come around my house. Dad, I live in this high-class neighborhood, Oak Brook.
Oh,
I
you
can't,
aristocratic, huh?
I can't have the grease balls coming around.
Oh,
Now,
sure, stuff.
I told Rock when he comes drive you over the house, you gotta drive in the garage. I don't want to see you. I was sure. What do you think about your son? What do you think about me?
Are you aristocratic? I'm a little showman.
Well, I ask you a question. You know me. What kind of a guy am I?
Which of the children do you feel, of all your 4 children, is most like you?
Well, most like me. Not you.
No?
You. He said, dirty. Me don't say nothing dirty. You don't say nothing dirty. That's it.
Is the word, I mean, the fact you say something dirty, is that what make people good or bad?
There's a lot of people that don't like it.
Besides that,
Is he like your emotions, his feelings?
Well, my kids all the same emotion. Same thing. You like your brother. Emocionante.
Pat, does your family love you? Do your kids love you?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Are you sure?
Oh yeah. You have people respect you, your brother, yourself, everyone. Even a friend.
So life has been pretty good, huh? Like your life has been pretty good.
No, not bad.
You had some hard times, but
So not bad.
overall, you got a lot of rewards, don't you think so?
Oh yeah, oh
A
yeah.
lot of good things have happened.
Got my very together fellow, he's very together boy. They have a good wife, both have a good wife.
but how could I be,
Teresa.
Dad, how could I be educated and have a dirty mouth besides?
Well, it's a separated thing. You love that. I know a fellow who's a 17.
Who was that?
Tulio.
You know, Kara told me one time,
Carrot.
Frank,
Frank's wife, Carrot.
yeah. See, I called my father-in-law, he says, you know what he said, Jerry? No. He says, your dirty father-in-law talk to you. Your dirty mouth. Oh,
That's not terrible. That's not terrible.
Yeah,
It's
well,
more you to play.
It's a
Patsy.
patsy.
I know about me,
You
one
just don't think
daughter-in-law sees such a kid, oh, God forbid.
Well, that means something.
But that's the way he was. He was happy to do such a thing. No matter where you used to go, he had 10, 15 women all the way around the place, what the way he was talking.
They must like him, Dad.
Yeah, oh my God. Yeah. I was, I
He's a nice man. He's very good man.
hard to work,
Yeah. He's a nice man.
affectionate, you know.
Who was affectionate? Who are you talking about?
Tulio.
That's okay, Dad.
No, I don't.
Don't worry about it. She's not going to see it.
She's not going to see it.
But so Tulio was affectionate, but he talked different.
That's the way you feel it.
Dad? But was he a good guy?
Oh,
Did the dirty mouth make any difference?
well, you touch.
Dad, did he have a good heart? I'll ask you a question. Did he have a good heart?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. The dirty mouth don't make any difference.
No,
Okay.
but
I'll ask you a question. Hey, Kakazot, I'll ask you a question. Do I have a good heart?
you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Does my dirty mouth make any difference?
A little bit.
Nah.
Some people that feel that way, some people are not. If anyone.
No. What do you think? What do you think of Rock's? You like Rock's kids? You like my kids?
No, like you kids are looking.
Is there anything you don't like? Tell me what you don't like.
What do you don't like? It's in my blood, it's in my blood, everyone. What's the matter with you? I don't like your kids, I like the other kids. No, sir.
Were you surprised when you saw Teresa's kids?
Oh, yeah, especially see the Jerry tall, so tall.
Isn't he big?
Pretty soon,
Those girls are beautiful girls, too.
yeah, very nice girl.
Yeah.
I hope she finds good kids. Good
Doesn't Roseanne look like Mama used to look?
Not too much.
No, huh?
Hey, Dad, what about little Mike? My Mike.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. Hey, I gotta listen to this Merida all the time about beautiful this, beautiful that.
Everybody, why can't say nothing wrong to you?
Then what? If you don't want to say anything wrong, how do I know that I can trust you if you always want to say nice things all the time? What? That kid, that little Mike, I don't know if he's my son.
Well, that's a different way. It's a different
He
time.
doesn't look like a Kashini.
Somebody had to look bit, you know?
But None of my kids look like me, Dad, except Jerry.
That's nice, because it's simple me, huh?
Jerry looks like him. Little Jerry.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Even the military picture that Daddy has in the house when he's in the service,
Yeah.
as a very young man, Gerard facially resembles him quite a bit.
So, Dad, you're 83 years old now.
Gonna be 84 pretty soon.
What do you got to tell me so that the rest of my life, I have a better life? What should I do?
I don't know. You gamble, that's all. I don't know what you gotta do.
Gamble.
Life is a gamble.
Do you think I'm a gambler?
Gamble means don't drink too much alcohol. Take it easy, eat the spaghetti, A lot of things. Don't aggravate yourself too much. Not too much alcohol, it's not good.
Would it be all right with you if I had a girlfriend, Dad?
Girlfriend? No, no girlfriend. I never had a girlfriend.
That's where I think you went wrong, Dad.
No, never had. I have a lot of girls, they want to get married in your country.
Did they?
When I came to the here, oh yeah. That's the mistake I make.
I don't know, Dad.
That's the way you gotta go.
What?
The situation. It's pretty soon it's over. I'll be long.
Do you believe in some kind of a heaven, Pat?
Heaven?
Do you believe that there's some kind of heaven?
I don't know.
In other words, do you believe that there's life after death?
No. When you're dead, you're finito.
You mean there's nothing more? You don't think so? Why do you go to church, Dad?
Well, you believe in God.
But
You
why?
gotta believe in something.
But what good does it do if when you die there's nothing left?
No, you're dead, you put it down in the grave, what do you got? Maybe you got a soul.
Okay.
The soul, I don't know what it is, it's true or not. It's a mystery.
What happens to your soul, Dad, do you think?
I don't know. Your mother, the Malabrats, she think
Right.
if she bring $2 to the church, she's gonna have it.
What do you think, Dad?
If you believe something, you believe in God, if you can go to church, you talk to him. Like when I have all of these operations, I put my hands like that. Say, God, I put myself in your hands. That's all.
You believe in God, Dad?
I believe in God bless Mother. I believe in Jesus. What did they teach me to learn when I was a kid? Go to church before communion, when to get communion. You got to learn the catechism. I don't remember nothing anymore. I don't know why I pray too much. Now, capiche? Religion is a mystery. Any kind of religion.
Pat, are you afraid to die?
No.
Even though you don't know what's going to happen?
I wish, you know what I wish? When I gotta go, 1, 2, 3, go. Yeah, I don't like to stay long, long sickness. That's no good. No good for the person sick, and no good for the family. A lot of too much hard work.
Well, where do you want to be buried, Pat?
Such jokes.
Who do you want to be buried with you?
Oh,
Who do you want to be buried with you?
Frankie, the wife too, your mother will, she don't come, such jokes. That's the way she says.
No. Where's she going to go?
I don't know.
We'll see what happens. But who do you want? You want Frankie with you, huh?
On my side, yeah.
Okay. Do you want anybody at your...
But
Do you want anybody to be at your funeral? I know that's not a nice thing to talk about, but you're just.
No, that's all right. You're the boss. No big simple. It's everything simple.
Do you want anything for anybody? Is there
Well-
anything you want to give to anybody?
No. This is better give your mother.
What, the watch?
Everything. When you pay my funeral, anything you left,
Give it to her.
give it to her. She don't spend nothing, you know what I mean? If you make otherwise, and don't, both of you. You tell her one time, you wanna come with me? If she say no,
We roll
don't repeat no more.
it.
Another thing, let her collect my social security. See, I tell you why. She got, I think, $200 a month. Understand? I don't think it's even at 200. So, $200 a month, the expenses she got in the house and this and that. She can make it. Understand? So, you brought you on the trouble. Understand? So, if she take my pension, boy, I know both of them talk. I get $423.90 from Uncle Sam. And $50 from a floor shop. Understand? So with that money, that woman, she don't need no you and no you.
But I think, well, I don't know.
Comprehend what I'm talking about?
What if she dies before you?
Well,
You know, Dad, you might outlive all of us.
then this I don't know. Because the other day I said, hey boss, why don't you, in case you gotta use a little common sense. Why don't you leave a piece of paper, and put your name on the house, you leave it to me. Thousands. And it says everything belongs to her. I don't care if it don't belong. And she got mad, I can ask her no more.
You can give any of them. Sure. No?
Partially.
So,
Depends on her will.
She doesn't have
she don't make it no real.
Who would
one.
give
Rather than covering town on this thing, it'll end up crazy. But let's, without getting into that. What if you live longer than our sweetheart mother? Where are you going to live, Dad? Will you live with me?
No, I
Would you
don't.
live with Rock?
Not Rock either. But when the time comes, I'm going to live with Teresa.
You would live by yourself.
I don't know. Maybe you go back to Italy. Maybe you go someplace else. I don't know. Who'll take me? I don't bother you kids.
No, you would. I don't think you would bother us, Dad. You never bothered me.
No? Who knows?
God knows, huh?
I don't go to Florida.
You don't like Florida.
No, I don't like to live with you and the boys, you know.
What do you got? Why do you have to stay with me? You never see me anyway. Why am I so important?
I don't know. It's, I'm not free, you're not free.
What do you mean I'm not free?
I'm in the middle, and if I want to do something,
What do you want to do?
what I know, what I can,
Yeah.
not I'm to you can, I'm say something you can get for you and him and do it together. It's impossible. And all the people don't either.
Why not?
Because I don't belong with the other people. I don't know what's going on.
So,
Go back home.
To Italy?
Italy.
There's nothing there in Italy, yeah.
I know.
Except, is Luigi dead now then? Is Luigi dead? Do Luigi die?
Oh, the barber? I don't think so.
Well, you go back and,
I don't like that guy.
when did, you didn't like him since you were kids or just when you went back to Italy?
No, when I went to Napoli, muso storto, il dottor. Se sei, bacala. You know what bacala means?
Codfish.
That's it.
So you were in Italy how long when you went back there?
Month, huh?
42 days.
You had a good time?
Oh yeah, especially, you know, the barber, my sister's son, the barber, Gino.
He's a nice man.
Oh, nice boy.
He's got the little bar, yeah.
No, that's Mario. My sister got 78 kids. It's Mario. He work in the bank over there.
Oh, Mario's heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he work in the bank.
Oh, Gino was a young guy. He was in the Navy.
The thin kid, yeah,
Yeah.
that's
He's a barber.
Yeah.
So he have a car. It cost him $1 million a year. So he take me out every day. Every day I go over here, go over there. In 2 weeks I spend in a room. He had the son-in-law. He take me out every day. In the morning, fill it up with the tank, the gasoline, and the farm I go eat in the restaurant.
They treat you good, huh? Yeah.
$2 a day, eat very good. My sister washing me clothes like if I was a king.
You said America's a good country, Ted.
Yeah. Why not?
Better than Italy?
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Italy is not good anymore. They don't want to work. Nobody allowed them to trade anymore. They go to sit down in the square, cup of coffee, cigarette, dress up, and they make debts every day. Pagapiano,
They make debts every day.
and nobody pay. Everybody going to bankrupt. So you go home, I don't follow you. We work together at Florishai. He tried 3 times to not go Natalie. You know, go back.
To live?
He come back again. Can you stay over? He said they go after this pension. You know, they go. In Italy, go about 75,000, no, about $5-6 million every month with the people in pension.
Yeah, people send the money over there, yeah.
No, the government is sending it.
Yeah, Social Security.
Yeah. In case house will go over there, it's out there, people there, 8th, 9th floor. One room. Pay $3 there. No, the money I collected, they're pretty good.
You would never go back to Italy then.
No, too many years in America.
More opportunity here then.
No, you see, I live in another league.
Oh, in Italy right now, my cousins, they don't have the opportunity that we have.
No, no opportunity, nothing. You see,
A little bit, like Maria's
you got a
son.
job. You live a generation after the generation. I'm on the side. I never get a chance to get your job. Even a different job. Like you got money, you leave your son will leave his son, and so on. You got no chance. And what town I come, it's a beautiful town. Very industrial, you know, they do a lot of things.
So?
Oh yeah. Furniture, socks, shoes, shirt, they do a lot of things.
Pretty sympathetic.